Quiet. Everyone, quiet. What? Illegally. Well, in the United States, where we still have morality, the Sci-Fi Channel airs every Saturday night. It airs a sci-fi original movie. I didn't know about this. I just got offered the role to do this movie, and I was like, oh, sweet, a movie. Starring me, fantastic. Yes, I'll do it, and I'll take it very seriously. And so what I didn't know was that the sci-fi original movies that air on Saturday nights, they tell the writers, the sci-fi executives, give the writers a call, and they say, so here's the deal. These movies are meant to be watched drunk. And I don't want a story that a viewer needs to watch the beginning in order to understand what's happening at the end. So that's the sort of litmus test that they give. And I talked to one of the writers who occasionally does rewrites for the Sci-Fi Channel original Saturday night movies. And the feedback that so he's rewriting someone else's script and they'll hand it to him and they'll say, can you make this dumber? Seriously. So he has to dump down this, what I'm gonna guess is already fairly dumb scripts, so that they're the right caliber for sci-fi. Anyway, the point of this story is that when I was shooting it, I took it very seriously. I thought, I've got to say, I've got to find a way to really say it was a robot head. Like, how would Brando say this? That's how Brando, that's right, that's how Brando would say it. I like your rendition. Obviously. Yeah. Oh, it's your turn. The tallest woman in the room. Nobody tell her that you can bring the mic down. Hi, how's it going?
What was it like to be an NCIS?
Whoa.
Oh.
Good question. NCIS, I played a guy, what did I play? Let's wait, what did I do in that one? I stole a car, that's right. It was great. It was great. Do you know Mark Harmon? Do you know who that is? Don't do that. Mark Harmon is one of the nicest stars of a show that I've ever met. I can say that honestly. Like if God, I can only imagine what it would be like to go to work with a guy like that every day instead of assholes like Jerry. Yeah, really, really nice guy. So you can take some comfort in knowing that. And that's pretty much all I have for you. Yes. Correct. Who's that? Hi. What are you drinking? Hi. Juice? You have juice? Nice. You like it? Is it good juice? Your sleeve looks delicious as well. Do you have any follow-up questions on that point? Anything else you want to know? She's like, no, get me away, get me away. But are you her sister? Are you sisters? Yeah. But then you're like, yes, you do. You have a follow-up. What is it? You're sort of pushing her toward the microphone. Come on. Do it. Okay.
Did you enjoy the role as Castiel?
Do I like the role of Castiel? Not really. No. Yes. Thank you. That was awesome talking to you. So you say before you say stuff. I noticed that in she and I had coffee earlier. So what?
Well,
It's hard, isn't it, to not say before you say something?
it is.
Yeah.
What was your favourite moment playing Castiel, and was there a moment where you thought that I really like this character?
Yeah, well, I think that as an actor, there are times when you get to do things in your character that you don't get to do in real life, and those are the moments that you're like, wow, this is really cool. Last season, I got to beat Jensen up in an alleyway. And that's been sort of a lifelong ambition. And to finally materialize that was great. So I was like, yeah, this is really cool. I get to do this. And then he and a couple other people involved in the show told me that when you're on film, you don't actually hit the person, which I didn't realize at the time. So it was cool. I got to learn something too about how they do the movie business. Yeah. She doesn't look satisfied. She wants more. Look, it's kind of nice to be able to teleport and travel through time and stuff like that. It's kind of a cool thing to do as a character. So that's all good. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, right on. All right. There's something weird in your hair.
Yeah, I don't know how I got there. It just sort of grew over so recently, Castiel said that he spent a year as a multi-dimensional
Waveform of celestial intent.
That's it. I was wondering if you had any idea what that means.
I tried my hardest to figure out what the hell they were talking about. And I was thinking, all right, well, maybe it's not punctuated right. Like, maybe I spent the last year as a multi-dimensional. Am I a waveform or a form of celestial intent? And what the F is that? I think that was written by Ben Edlund, and I think that he just wanted to see me say that mouthful of words, and then point at his TV screen and laugh. Because it's not, yeah, I don't know. So, and then this of course begs the question: do angels actually exist as both particle and wave forms? Because because he's always talking about my true form is, as big as the Chrysler building, or, he has other things like that he says. So, make up your mind, you know what I mean? Be consistent. But I guess you could conceivably both particle and wave, as we know from Einstein's earlier work. So, yeah, but it is confounding, and I have no idea what it means.
Do you have any idea?
Did that come across, by the way, the delivery? I have no idea what he's saying. Those are words, meaningless words.
Do you have
And actually, I got in a little argument with the director of that episode. It was Bob Singer was directing, and I was like, I don't think multi-dimensional wave. Oh, yeah, that was a rewrite of mine. Because it was a multi-dimensional, what ended up being in the show? What did I say? Multi-dimensional wave
length of
length?
celestial intent?
Yeah, see, that doesn't make sense. So I changed it to waveform on some of the takes.
I'm not
Did
sure I'm
you
right.
just say I don't care? Sweetheart? No one does. So anyway, yeah. These are the kinds of things that, like, a phone call I think was made down to LA because Misha was wanting to change it to waveform instead of wavelength. I don't know what it means. I was trying to make sense of it. It doesn't make sense. I'm sorry that I'm still talking. Yeah, well. Hi. I love that they keep, who's doing the lights? It's great. And no one? God. You guys are doing it, it's very rock and roll, I love it. Hi.
How's that? How do you deal with Jared's like flashing issues?
You kind of trailed off there. It felt like there was going to be more to the question. Is that the end of it? Okay. So there was a period at the end of that. How do you deal with Jared's flatulent issues? As well as anyone can cope. It's at first, it's funny. At first, I was like, God, this is, awful. This is an awful thing. How do you deal with this? And why is he so cavalier about it? Like he's almost proud. Like he's certainly one who will claim his farts. A lot of people, and I have to admit, every once in a while, I've been one of these people who will be like, no, it wasn't me. But not Jared. First of all, now on set, everyone sort of immediately assumes that if something is funky, that the funk came from him. But there's no escaping it. You're in the Impala. The windows are rolled up. We're not actually driving. They're making it look like we're driving, so there's no wind blowing anywhere. Well, there is. And it's just it's disgusting. So there's a very common to see. So we'll be shooting on a stage, a sound stage. So we're in a building, but then they'll build a set that looks like the inside of a house set, and you can be standing on the stage outside of that house, and you see people suddenly running out the doors, as if there's a fire inside. And they will literally turn on the blowers. There's like big fans that circulate the air in the studio, and there'll be they call it the big suck. So someone yells out, "Turn on the big suck!" and everyone runs out of the set, and we wait for the air to clear. And Jared just sort of stands there proudly, like, I just cost you, $1,000 in overtime. So anyway, that is something to deal with. Thank you for asking the hard-hitting questions, though.